to update the info there. Hey everybody, hope you've had a good Saturday. We've certainly had a good one. Zelda had ballet. I took her to that, and then Mrs. Retless took Zelda and Zach to soft play with her friends, and then we all went to an Easter cakes event at our local church, and then we all went to the park and saw their friends. So yeah, crazy busy, but really good. Sorry I missed a hand here where we just had King 9 and raised and won the pot with a C-bet. Slightly tricky decision with King 9 here. Also just realizing I need to get my overlay working. I'm going to respect. This is the first pot that Dan C is open. I'm going to respect it and get out of this one. We'll try and pick a better spot in just a minute. Oh, quite a drawy board, this one, isn't it? There's a lot on there that could mean a thing. Ace 5, good enough to take it, though. Nobody had the 7 for the straight. Nobody had the clubs. So we're coming off the back of a good win last night, aren't we? We took out, like, we took down $75 or something from a $22 tournament. That was our first cash out of all of our gold pass tickets on the, I want to say, 5th attempt. I think we failed a $50, then a $20, then two $50, and then we finally cashed a $20. So that was nice. $12.50 bounties to start. Would obviously be delighted to get one. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just remembering I've left my water in the other room. I'll grab that in a minute. See what we get dealt next hand under the gun. Also, Mrs. Rett's very kindly making some corned beef hash. Oh, okay, sure. Why not? Why not? I've only raised that one hand just before I started the stream so far. Been pretty tight. So, let's give this a go. Interesting, because we've got runner, flush draw, and a queen for a straight. I think maybe we could pretend we've got the ace here and assume that maybe nobody else does. Although somebody with a jack might stay in. Oh, baby. Lovely. Love it when a good continuation bet, even if you've delayed it to the flop. Does that still count as a continuation bet? It does in my book, but maybe technically not. Defend because we got suited? Sure. Sure. was a very, very small continuation bet, wasn't it? So I was considering calling it, but no, I think it was the right decision to fold. I was considering this one, but very easy fold now that there's been a 3-bet. 3-bet call, that's unusual. Will the initial raiser 4-bet? Doubt they fold now that there's a caller. They're getting great odds on whatever they thought was good enough to raise in the first place. Under the gun. Apparently this decision requires time bank. It is a 4-bet. Yeah, under the gun raise was very, very strong. Connects out. Might be regretting this. Certainly a weird call from Spilly. Just a call. Okay. And another call. We'd have been trying to find an 8. Not particularly delighted with this. Wow. We might have a bit of a short stack after this one. This is pretty big stuff. Gosh, the 4-better doesn't continuation bet this board. A 4-better. Like, the only thing you can think they're saying there is that they've got ace-king. And then they fold. Wow! And the guy just casually entering the pot with calls takes it down with an in-position bet. This is my very favorite hand in poker, as many of you know. Yeah, Spilly's a bit old school. We're getting 3 times the pot raises from them as well, which is not what is really done these days. Means we've got to play a little bit tighter against them, but we'll get paid when we hit, in theory. I'm just going to grab my water. Water. Okay. Suited ace in the hijack. Interesting. An early position raise making it less interesting. No, no. Maybe if I was on the button. Haha, now then, Store. Good to see you, mate. Been a while. And Zomb, of course, in the house. Good luck. Thank you, man. That's nice of you to say. Happy Saturday to you too. Oh, I got excited. It's all right, isn't it? It's all right. The 5 gives us wheel options. I.e., if the 2, 3, 4 comes out, it would be a straight for us. It means that we can pick up a gut shot with a pair or a flush draw. Just gives us those extra options. We lost horribly to ace-5 the other day, didn't we? When we had a set and the ace-5 made its wheel on the turn. It was very well disguised. Okay, well, that's a bit of an oversized 3-bet, if ever there was one. They've just raised us like 6.5 times our raise, which is bonkers. We definitely didn't have the right kind of hand to go with that, unfortunately. Wow. No, you know what? I'll be right back. We're just getting out of that one. 2 hands in a row. It's going to start getting messy if I wasn't careful. I just stirred the corned beef hash. You're welcome. Thanks for making it. Oh no, my ace jack would have had trips. Ah, son of a gun. You never know, do you? They you know, they could have had the last ace with a better kicker. They seemed confident. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, cheap price for a lot of chips, and we could catch something like a straight draw. Obviously, what we do catch is bottom pair. Now, that might give us 5 outs. Unless somebody has ace queen or aces or queens, which is reasonably unlikely. Everyone kind of saying they don't have the ace. I kind of fancy turning this into a semi-bluff here. I think we might take it with 5-4. We'd have been expected to check the flop, even if we hit the ace. So now we're kind of saying we've got it. Okay. Really gonna hard come in and say I've got the ace, but they don't believe me. And they've hit 2 pair. Yeah, right. It's a little dodgy from me, but no, it wasn't disastrous. It wasn't disastrous. I wasn't to know that they picked up 2 pair on the river, right? But it did kind of feel like they had the queen, and I was trying to decide if there was any way that they could fold the queen there. If we'd hit 2 pair on the river, we'd have been laughing. Hey, Domlab. Yeah, it went really south really fast at the end. So I won $75. I'd been on 75 for quite a while. I had somebody all in with my ace king versus queens, and I flopped the king, and they hit runner straight. That got me down a bit. And then, what was the next one? Ooh, wow, queens, okay. I turned to 3-bet. And then I had another really unlucky one. Oh, please don't have a 10. Can you imagine? I might even take a check here. The risk is that an ace or a king comes, or they could have a flush draw. Saying that, we've got runner flush draw. Oh dear. That was a really, really bad card. They bet the same amount. Fine. Okay, we're getting good odds to call this. Pocket eights! Oh, baby! Oh, man, I thought they could have the king. They could have the flush. They could have had the 10 all along. Thank goodness they didn't bet too much on the end there. I think I'd have fallen to a bigger bet. I think I'd have folded to a bigger bet. That's me playing a bit more sensibly for once. I'm happy about that. That was better than just going gung-ho with 2 10s on the flop. The 8s could have potentially re-raised me off there. Oh, yeah, and then, so then, yeah, we got outdrawn in another one, and then we had a chance to double up with ace-queen versus ace-jack, but on the river, the board double paired, so we both had an ace with 2 pair on the board. So that split, and yeah, eventually I shoved in position a raggy ace, and one of the blinds woke up with a middle pair and knocked me out. So unfortunately, that was it. Wish I could remember the second outdraw. But we'd had a lot of luck up till then, and it was nice to come away with $75. Cheers. It's my first cash in the gold pass. So pretty happy with that. Jack King is a better kicker than Jack 6. Well played. Both had a pair of jacks. A little too early to play Jack 10 offsuit. Under the gun next hand. Then it's our big blind. I need to try and lean on my left side more. I lean on my right all the time and I end up with an aggravated elbow. A little bit of a hand to defend with. If there's not a 3-bet, right, we could see if we hit a flop with this. Catch a 6-7, catch 2 spades, catch a pair or more. Yeah, perfect. Not perfect there, though, sadly. A 2 or a 6 would give us an open-ended straight draw. And if it was a 2 or a 6 of spades, then we'd also have a flush draw. So there's some very, very good cards we could hit on the turn, but we don't really want to pay very much at all to see that, because then we'd also have to pay on the river, and that half pot bet is going to be too rich for us, sadly. And queen 2 ain't gonna cut it either. I'm sure my chair used to be higher. I feel like my mouse is too low. Sorry, my mouse is too high. Might be what's causing my strain. Doesn't help that I'm doing fumble and poker at the moment, so using it all the time. Hey Regnan, thanks checking out the gold pass document. Good to see you, Jay Bazza. Yeah, fine. We've been a little up and then a little down and now a little up again. It's just really standard stuff, to be honest. I tried bluffing a pot that I thought no one had the ace on when there was an ace out, which turned out to be true. But then my biggest bluff came on the river when somebody's middle pair had hit 2 pair, so I timed that badly. But then I didn't c-bet my queens when 2 10s came out, and my opponent decided to overbet their 8s into my queens, and I called down to go back up again. So nothing too dramatic. Other than that, it's just been raises and c-bets, most of which getting through, not all. This is maybe a little far out to be raising in the hijack. Ace-8 offsuit, but we might take it if we're lucky. Not yet. Maybe next. Talking of raises and c-bets, that's exactly what we're going to do here. If Timonin ever checks to us. There we go. Took a little bit of time bank. Do we get it through? Yes, we do. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Love that. Love that. Okay. Blind's going to be up around the time of our big blind. I did fold an ace-jack, only for 2 aces to come out at one point, Jay Bazza. I think I was second to act and under the gun raised. Wow, Distorter. Pretty sure you are the first 90. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah, and I didn't know you were hitting 90, actually. That does catch me by surprise. Thank you so much for the long support. Wow. Wow. It's actually quite hard for me to work out how many years that is now. It's something and a half exactly, right? No. No, wrong. Wrong, Rick. It's something and a third. No, that's not right either. No, it is a half. It's 5, 6, 7 and a half? I think it is 7 and a half. I think it is 7 and a half. I was right the first time. Wow. Thank you so much for the 7.5 years. That is ridiculous. That takes us back into what, 2018? My man, my man. Crazy. Glad you like the poker distorter. Or glad, yeah. glad you turned up for it sometimes. Thanks, man. We just missed the blinds going up on us. Happy days. Not that we have the best big blind in the world. I was going to say if there's a call to this raise, I might come in. I don't think I'm going to call just to the raise. Smiley does raise our big blind a lot from the cutoff. Okay, blinds up. Give us a hand. Oh, it tried. It tried. It dropped us an ace and then gave us an offsuit deuce just to balance that out. It's a very dry flop. It's perfect for taking a stab at here. Nice. We weren't even bluffing there. Our ace is nearly always ahead on that board, right? Definitely don't want to play the ace-2 this time. Connects out the short stack. This Sabrik who's going now is just ahead of that, but neither of them particularly short. We started on 25. No one's below 15. Sabrik A. Probably even less so after this one. This is why I like 8-4 so much, flops like this. Go on. It's more fun to than not to. not a big fan of ace-6. Not a big fan. Smiley always raising our big blind. Do we get one back off him? Yes, we do. Ooh, 3-bet for the first time from Timonim. Marafaman's been pretty tight, but does fold to the 3-bet. It was from the cutoff, wasn't it? So there was quite a wide range of 3-bets there. Wow, okay. Yep, happily raise this. I'll try and stand up to a 3-bet, although the last time we got 3-bet, instead of raising like 3 times, 2.5 times the amount we bet, they raised like 6.5. So I think it was Smiley. Okay, he's not done it this time. No, we just take it. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, we want to get a cheap opportunity to see the flop here, don't we? With this in a Queen 10 in the big blind. Obviously, if there's a 3-bet anywhere, we're going to go. Now, Smiley has raised nearly every time. Not this time. Conexau tries to get revenge. Might well do yet. Okay, we've got a gut shot on bottom pair. I don't think we're going away just yet. They're in the button. They really could have anything here. We could be ahead. Don't love the king. I kind of do. I kind of like the king. It makes it slightly less likely they've got a king. The last time they did this, they had pocket 8s. Wow. So they've either got the king or... or we win. They've either got a king or we win. They are saying they got a king. I kind of believe them, honestly. I hate that they've left 1-1-1 behind. Aces! Oh, I missed the fact they could have aces. I missed the fact they could have aces. And now we've got kings. Yeah, I think I should have folded that, you know? I think I should have folded that. I think there's a good chance they'll fold now, sadly. I'd love them to put us all in or something. I could be wrong. They could have 2 pair, right? Yeah, I thought they'd fold from that spot. Okay, well, we've made some of our chips back. Wow, would have had 3 jacks. And still lost. why you fold Jack 3. Hey, Duthin. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Good to see you too, mate. Oh, min raise under the gun from Smiley. Oh, Marathonman's got a little short stacks, haven't they? Although they'd almost completely cripple us. Yeah, me playing the idiot flush draw was a bit bad there. Oh no. Oh no, it's 8-2. I thought it was 9-2. No, that's fine. Big blind. Not very much. I'd be a lot more excited if it's the 6 of diamonds. Smiley as always raises us. Gosh, after that one hand where Spilly was weirdly calling everything, they've not been much of a call station since. No. No, no. No, no, no. Okay. Button, ace 9 off suit. That's a weird open shove, isn't it? That is a weird open shove. I fancy calling it. Part of me just wants to see what they've got. I think they'll have like ace 10, ace jack. I don't think they'll have worse than us. I'm hoping for a pocket pair under us and we hit, I guess. Which is pretty bad poker. It is a pocket pair under us. And we do hit. No run of hearts. No run of hearts. No 7. We hit a full house. It wouldn't have even mattered. Woo! Okay. So, chip stack wise, we get above where we started. And we get $12.50. Into kings. We've just been seen to be a little bit crazy here. Smiley does raise a lot. Hey, Zelda. Is there? Oh, wow. Oh, this could be aces. This could be aces, which is bad news. If it's aces, we're screwed. They checked before after 4 betting, and then they folded to a raise. Oh, I can't believe I've just given them the ace. I can't believe I've just given them the ace. I think they've got ace-king. They could have had a pocket pair and hit a set. I'm trying to work out what they're playing this slow. I can't work out what they've got. I'm just going to call it. Kings versus kings. Wow, okay. That is the last thing I was expecting. That is absolutely the very last thing I was expecting. I should have bet the ace. Okay, okay. Not quite kings. Not that kings win you anything, they're just split pots. Ace jack suited. Definitely a raise. Let's see what happens. Down to Conic Sao. Calls us, and we hit the ace. I think we check this behind, honestly. And now we start betting from here. Cool. Thought it was going to give us another hand to play. I'm quite glad to take a rest for a couple of seconds. And let's see what we get in the big blind next hand. Blinds shouldn't go up on us, which is good news. Maybe up on our button. I pretty much always one table these days, Destroyer. I just concentrate so much better on what the other players are like and what they're doing. I noticed a pattern where when I was one tabling, my results were just like twice as good as when I was two tabling. So, I think I just one table now, especially when I'm playing for $20 to $1,000 tournaments, right? Which is what I'm playing currently because of my gold pass. Hey, Academical. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was glad to get a win on the board. That definitely boosted my confidence. Not necessarily a win here, but we have some money on the board. We've taken a bounty. Don't really want to defend this from an early position raise. Okay, now we will, because now we're getting the prize. Hit me with a 7-8. One of them. One is not good enough. If the 4 was a 5, we could be like, well, we got a gut shot right, but no, we've really got absolutely nothing here. Does Sabrike finally put in a C-bet? They do. They do. And the blinds go up on our small blind. Fair enough. That's not too bad. Especially if we hit a hand. Not really. Not really. How long's late registration? I think it'd be quite a while. Oh, gosh. Over 2 more hours. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's... feels like a slow-running tournament with the blind increases, so that makes sense. It would have a 3-hour late registration. Oh, okay. Gone. I'll say I've got the queen. That seems tricky-trappy enough. Yeah. We weren't going to make any money from that at any point, I don't think. Nice to take the blinds. Nothing wrong with that. Break in 2 minutes. The cash begins now. He's open. He's open. Be nice if we started getting some real small stacks, right? Like us picking off that player at 11,000 was like by far the smallest we've seen, which is a bit crazy, really, because it's almost a half stack. I did. Oh, J-Vaz, I tell you what, it was close. It was a pretty last-minute realization. But yes, I did. Thank you. Oh, in the King's Hand distorter, you gotta remind me which hand. Sorry, 7 minutes later. But yes, I've glanced across, and you're kind of right. Certainly with the ace down there, river raise was nothing too strong, was it? Oh, ace of diamonds will do it. Okay, I'm gonna go take my break. We're doing okay so far. Fingers crossed. See you soon. Woo! water because he was suckling on his cup. He said no. So I just said yeah. I'll see you in the morning.
Where are all Zach's characters?
They've probably been accidentally put in my drawer. Some of them anyway.
These have got mixed up.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you're doing an activity. Zelda's just said, Mummy's gone to do an activity for the morning, but it's got to be a surprise for you, Daddy.
This either looks like they're watching a race if it doesn't.
Oh, that's a good idea. Also carried loads of kids today. Poor Alfie, yeah. Rory, Zelda to ballet, Zelda all the way home from the park. Zach's the one I've carried the least. He's normally the one I carry the most.
And how am I going to make these split?
Riley want to be lifting him onto the to the climbing frame?
It's not like mine.
No, he couldn't get on there. It was very much a practical. Yeah. Thankfully, Bex 2 didn't carry on the. I'd have had to have said no in the park. It wouldn't have been appropriate, but like theirs the other day, they were constantly asking me to pick them up and turn them over and spin them over around and stuff, which is fine at home, but looks a bit weird.
I need something for the finish line, Richard. Any idea?
Tape measure, piece of string, a wire. Oh, could someone be winning a medal? Or you could just use this string. Ace-8 cough, yeah, okay. Try and nick these blinds. Man, it's so long till late registration ends. Oh, I thought they both folded then. Jow Weber actually calls us. We hit middle pair. Quite a wet board. Yeah, I think I want to properly continuation bet this. Wet board plus its middle pair. And we get the fold. Cool. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Distorter. Yeah, you know, if I was just playing like the $1.50 power pats and a $5, or even like a Sunday Million, not a Sunday Million, Sunday Storm, then yeah. But yeah, these 55s, yeah, need all my concentration really. Well, with a second big stack at the table, and we're in position on the big stack. I don't remember Spilly winning any chips other than that time. Like, they were just calling 3 bets and 4 bets, and everybody checked over, and he just raised, and everyone folded. It was so weird. I still can't get over how weird that hand was. Oh, wow. Offering up his bounty. Tim and him. Not at all sure that he wants to call, and sadly for him, doesn't. So well done to Weber. Back to starting stack, and we get the Rockets. And we have been raising quite a lot, so it's a shame in a way that we're out of position. because it makes it look stronger. But we have been raising quite a lot. And Smiley's the big blind? Nope. No, it's only good. It's only good for the blinds. Ah, darn it. Okay, never mind. Better than getting outdrawn. Tim and him now the short stack at the table on 18,000, which again is not very short stacked, and actually might not even be that short stacked soon because there is a big 3-bet from Tim and him. Wow, all hearts. All hearts. Okay. Even aces, if they don't have the ace of hearts, is a little bit intimidated by an all heart board. And there's another heart. Wow. Tim and him seem so happy with their hand, but if they didn't have a heart in it, they're not going to be that happy anymore. We'd have 3 of a kind twos. We would not be caring for that. But Solbrika saying they don't have a heart. They just have a king, but that's good enough anyway. Wow. If Tim and him had carried on their bets, they'd have succeeded there. They had pocket nines. Well, that's an interesting river card. Did wonder slightly if Jow Weber had the flush, but no, they just had a king worse kicker than Smiley. Smiley not happy to see the ace, but so happy to just check behind and probably very relieved to have won it. Yeah, we'll be defending this if there's no 3-bet, but that is under the gun. Do we defend from under the gun? Maybe we should tighten up our range of what we're defending with from under the gun, but even with that, this does feel like a defend. Thanks, love. Oh, open-ended straight draw. King or an 8. And it'd be pretty well disguised either way. I don't think with the ace out, though, that we can bluff raise. Thank you so much, love. That looks delicious and smells delicious and is just a little too steamy for me right now. Ah, now with the diamond, I think we could definitely bluff the river here. And we get it! Yes! Yes. Love that. Love that. Okay. Kind of looked like we might have something anyway. At the very least, we had the flush draw. So with the river coming a diamond, the only thing they could have beaten there, really, was exactly what we had, which was a failed straight draw. Okay. We've got a gut shot, so I'm kind of semi-bluffing. The gut shot, which we hit. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wish it wasn't a spade, but I'll take it. Ah. Should have bet the river. Should have bet the river. They had queen 8. They had queen 8. How did I not get a bluff off them on the river? I don't understand what they were doing with queen 8. Right, I need to play more straightforward small blind to big blind against them in future now. Oh, that's so delicious. What's in corned beef? Okay, King 9 suit cutoff's interesting. Sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate.
I did a documentary today with this guy Louis Theroux. That took like a majority of the day. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's a respected documentarian.
You just turned him down a notch, I don't think. That might be alright. I might have crossed the threshold. Conexau going for a bounty. Or a very brave bluff. We'd have had the straight, but not the flush. Yep, nothing doing here. Sorry about the eating. Hey, Corley, great to see you. Happy Saturday. We got one. We got one, Corley. And we've been ticking up in chips. Ooh. Did not notice. That's bad of me. Did not notice. Sir, because I'm eating. Timonim is really... Who does, sorry? Oh, through, yeah. I know, yeah. Timonim really short stacked. Even if he wins this pot, still quite short stacked. My blood-smelling shark instincts kicking in. Smiley going for the bounty. Gets it. actually probably doesn't get it. No, they have doubled up Tim and him, and so much for the short stack. Mm. Oh, this is great. This is just what I needed.
Nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You want this again next week?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thursday or?
Oh, that means we don't have salmon.
Yeah, but we don't want to get sick of having salmon.
I'm never going to get sick of having salmon. Yeah, I can have it Thursday, yeah.
I quite like it without potatoes and having a mashed potato.
Mmm. That's good. Yeah, honestly, forget putting potato and everything.
I mean, I'm still having a potato though.
Yeah, but like you say, it is different.
It's because it's mashed, it's creamy.
Mm.
I'm having a mashed or boiled potato.
Some pretty standard pre-flop play from most people here. Raises, the occasional 3-bet, people defending the big blind. Pretty strong table, honestly. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries, Talk. There's a lot of information to take in. Good to see you, man. Yeah, 7-minute delay. I apologize. I hope you're still here in 7 minutes to hear this. Well, we have to call this, so I'm a little bit worried. Okay. Well, we could get fruity here, but I don't fancy it. Let me check my notes on them. Go on. I'll try this just the once. Yeah. Well played from them. They really don't like to c-bet. It's quite a throw. Which is good. It means they mixed up their range quite a lot. Gosh, we've had hardly any pocket pairs, have we? Certainly not smaller ones. So we haven't been set mining much. Be nice to hit it now because we've got a short stack in with us. Maybe 2 if the big blind calls. We did hit a set of 4s the other day and lost a fortune on a straight. So let's not do that again. Oh gosh, okay. All hearts, not a single one of them are 4. Could not be more done with this hand. Oh, good for Tim and him having some sort of a piece of this. You'd think either a king or an ace of hearts. Well, it's going to have to be that ace of hearts. It is the ace of hearts. They tried to induce a river bluff. It didn't happen. BRB. Tim and him at it again. Inside the manosphere. Okay, ace queen cut off is legit. It's such an early position raise. I'm not going to go crazy with ace queen. We'll just enjoy being in position. It's a really big 3-bet, and they've hardly 3-bet at all in 64 hands, so okay. I'm going to make a really tight fold and just let ace-queen go. It's very hard to know if we hit where we were in the hand, because they could be doing it with ace-king. Pocket kings, so it's really hard to know. If we hit the ace or the queen, we just don't know if we're good or not. Maybe our call induced the 3-bet. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We're going to raise this one. If Spilly gets out of the way, he does tend to. He's been pretty tight. If he raises, we'll just fold ourselves because we're not in position. We might defend like a button or the blinds with this, but not anything further around the table. But yeah, it does fold to us. We do get to raise. Us against, we're always raising. You know what? After I said that Smiley always raises our blind, we're always raising Smiley's. We missed the turn. We've hit a 6. I feel like that's a blocker bet. So I'm going to try and tell him that he's lost and hope he believes me. Oh dear. Well done, Smiley. You got us in that one, man. These are some good players. I'm definitely feeling the level of play. I could have just called with a 6 there. We'll find out together, Talk. Excellent. Every time you say something like this, I'm going to be thinking, I wonder if he'll be here in 7 minutes. Oh, I'd have had 2 pair. Anyway, big blind next hand. Hopefully the blind's not going up on us. I wouldn't think so. Not on our big blind anyway. Ace 8. Okay. Guess we're defending. We're getting odds to defend this, even though it makes for very, very difficult play. Okay, we're saved. Conexal finds the 3-bet and absolutely saves us from having to play ace 8 post flop, because that would have been very hard. This might have been a squeeze spray for Conexal. They might well fold this. I would not be surprised. No! Wow, they both love it. Neither of them have anything absolutely major, but okay, ace-queen versus 9s. And the ace-queen definitely takes it. And Conexal becomes the short stack. And we immediately hit ace-10 suited, another short stack. Min raises. Conexal doesn't immediately shove. I guess because they're early position, we'll just call. Ah, it's a shame. All right. I'll take a stab. Sure. I think I'm seeing a massive difference between $22 and $50 games. Maybe I'm taking too small of a sample size, but I just lately have felt like the best player at the table at $20, and I just feel like these $50 players are incredibly complex. It's as if it's like never worth bluffing, which is just wild. Oh my goodness. Quads beat the full house. Wow. Wow. Runner, queens. Queen on the flop. Runner, queens. And Jack loses to the case queen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 1 in 16, yeah. Could see a shove from Conexau here. They are already short stacked. They said in early position they like their hand, and surely Spilly calls. Nines versus Ace Queen. Wow. Ace Queen's doing it again. Or a club would change it. It is a club. It is a club. And Conexau is gone. And Spilly gets a bounty. Goodness me, these runners. Gosh, no short stacks at all here. In fact, we're the only stack under starting stack. We are the short stack. Immediately 3-bet. Returning the favor. All right, big blind next hand. I doubt blinds go up on us. Fancy that talk. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around, man. It's great to have you here. Alright, big blind gives us 7-4 offsuit. Not exactly what we were hoping for. Unless Kiko calls, I think we'll just give this one up. Okay, slightly more interesting. Not anymore. Definitely not anymore. Sorry, just making a note of something while I remember it. Okay. Okay. So after the next blind increase, we'll have an M of about 10, which is still not like complete desperation stations. 3-bet already. We'd have more chips than Tranacid here. Trans acid? I don't know. Transid? Tranacid. We'll stay with Tranacid. It sounds pretty good, actually, Tranacid. Oh, wow. Okay, well, scrap that. Ace King versus Ace Jack. Wow, and the Jack hits. I'm amazed how wide people are going crazy pre-flop with some hands like Ace Jack. Ace 10 under the gun, we give it a go. Gets round to the blinds, so we'd be in position now on a flop, which is good news. Does Kiko want to give it us? Gonna take that as a no. King 2 suited. We want to see a flop with this. And that's a pretty great flop. The only thing we don't really want to see is a 5. Messes up our pair of 2s. A 3 or a 4 could be argued to be slightly scary. We pick up a flush draw to go with it. We min re-raise back. And we get the fold. Cool. It's funny how often that works. Well, that puts us back above starting stack, which is nice. Rich one is very much the short stack at the table now. With a reasonable bounty. I don't think so, Jay Bazza, so I'm always trying to keep a record of what I've done in my head and what hand I look like I'm playing in the hand. So I hope not, because I'm doing something wrong if that's the case. In what regard, Hydra? You know me, I play everything, right? I enjoy playing everything, so I'll absolutely play some high elves and I'll really enjoy them, but like I never main anything. The closest I ever get to maining anything is if anything is clearly top of the meta, and I reluctantly end up playing it to try and win titles. Wow! Wow! This is the first monster pot we've seen. It's Ace King versus Jacks, and Ace King is hit. Barring a Jack on the river, it's over. Jacks go from big stack to short stack. Oh. Just what I call slightly wider here because Doc's now short stacked and they've just had a bad loss. This is pretty dry. It's only the ace I absolutely hate. I wouldn't love a queen. Yeah, classic. Well, it gives me an open-ended straight draw. Which I've hit. So unless they've hit running diamonds... Maybe we're splitting? We're splitting. Okay. They had the straight. Wow, they had the straight on the turn. They hit a gut shot. Say the V. Hey, Avery Blackman. You are late, but we're doing okay. Hopefully we don't crash out soon. It absolutely could happen, but it might be a long one, right? You might be here just in time for our massive upswing. Is it going well? It's going fine. We're a tiny bit up, which is fine. We have a bounty, which is good. We could crash out any moment. We could take somebody out. Very hard to say. Oh, it's a shame our king hit in hindsight, isn't it, on that last one? Would have been, well, I don't know if we'd have stuck it is the problem, but would have been absolutely amazing to have had the even higher straight, right? I guess that was our, both Doc and my problem, was that Jack made the straight and we both hit our kicker. Either of us don't hit our kicker, we win. Anyone fancy England to win the Six Nations for Ireland? As good as France are, they're not unbeatable, right? We've seen that. Ace 8, yeah, that'll do it. We'd have had the idiot full house again, which cost us earlier. Yeah, thanks, Avery. Cheers, man. Me too. Me too. Under the gun next hand. Blinds probably go up next hand. If not, they go up on our button. Oh, wow. I take that probably back. Yeah, okay. Blinds are going up on our button. On our big blind, sorry. So be it. Let's see what we get. Not very much. Not very much. Oh. Oh. Super short stack. Oh, gosh. Why do I have such a bad hand? Oh, okay. Right. They fold round to us. Okay. I might have called for the bounty there. I would. I would have called. It'd be very, very nice to wake up with a hand the time Gangster decides to go. The good news is we are in position on them. Nope, never mind. That was not the right time. That was not the right time. Pierborgs could probably isolate Tranacid here. Chooses not to. We would not have hit anything with our 9-6. Okay, now we have an open-ended straight draw. That's a crazy flop check. I guess pre-flop raise. Yeah, no, okay, sorry. Yeah, they checked for the C-bet. I don't know, because of the 3-bet all in. We got moved again. Oh my goodness, just as somebody knocks 2 players out. It's all happening. Califaman we were next to earlier, I think, and they are absolutely killing it now. Oh no, we weren't. Sorry, no, I'm wrong about that. Okay, ace-10 suited is interesting. They'll probably still fold it if one of the players ahead of us raises. Okay. Oh no! Not flush draw and overcard. I'd have loved this flop. Oh, cool talk, yeah. I hope it clicks. Oh my goodness, right before break, we pick up kings. Under the gun raises, surprisingly. Forcing us to 3-bet, which looks really strong. Yeah, we just end up taking it. Oh well. Not an absolute disaster. I did think about flatting that. There's lots of ways we can lose if we just flat. The problem with that is I don't flat anything else. Like, I can't think of a hand that I flat there. Just completely the wrong time to get kings. But at least we got the under the guns raise. I think that's break now. So we're going to be big blind when we come back. Okay, so we're a few thousand down on where we were an hour ago, although we've crept back up from where we were 30 minutes ago. We haven't picked up any more bounties. Let's try and have a last good hour if we survive that long before late registration ends. What I will say is the blinds are actually finally getting big now. It's taken a couple of hours, but the blinds are getting up there. At some point, they're going to force us to play unless we pick up a monster and double up at some stage. So, yeah, let's give it a good go. See you at 5. Woo! All right. Come on, big blind. Give us something good. Oh, Zach in the house. Good to see you, man. Any new game has brilliant jargon, doesn't it, when you join? Blood Bowl's definitely as bad. Mrs. Retter says, no matter what I stream, it sounds like I'm talking a foreign language. Palatro, yeah, God bless Palatro. You do a good job, Zach, yeah. I believe you. Right, 5 seconds to go. Come on. Nope. Nope. I quite like the jack. I really don't like the 6, and I really don't like the under the gun raise. Oh, I'm so achy from the gym. Is it ever going to stop? If I absolutely kill myself at the gym every time I go, am I just going to be a massive ache for the rest of my life, recovering just in time to go to the gym again? Hey, Sith Trooper. Oh, Sith Trooper. I'm off to play. I'm off for a couple of nights at the end of next week, the week about to start in 2 days, with my friend to play non-stop Star Wars Unlimited for 2 days. I absolutely can't wait. Zach is the master of disguise. Nothing in the small blind either, unfortunately. Okay, King 10 offsuit on the button is more like it. Now, we could expect to be 3-bet fairly wide here. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Us having the 10 of clubs helps because it takes out quite a lot of the draws. Good. Okay, right into jacks. Might go for a bouncy here. Let's see who comes in. Well, sadly not Eleander. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Eleander or Tomball failing that. Khalifaman. Bet me after I checked the flop last time. Alright, playing it pretty straightforward. And we get it. Great. Okay. We're not near enough the bubble yet that they're just trying to bully us like crazy. Wow, folds round. Oh, no, it doesn't. Sorry. The raise was so quick, I missed it. Although we're nearly an hour away from late registration ending, let's just have a very quick look at a preliminary guess at what the prize pool is doing. So the important thing for us is the bottom payout is currently 239th for $55. As we hit Ace King suited. Come on, Elander! Shove, shove, shove. No. Sadly not. Sadly not. And we're quite early positioned, so we're going to put off any really light 3-bets here, I would imagine. Although we have been raising a lot, because we've just hit a right run of hands. It's gone right round to the big blind. And they do call, and we don't hit. It's relatively dry. So I think we can hope to take this now. If they flat call, we have 2 overcards. We also have a runner diamond draw. They do give it us. Very relieved. Big hand very quickly went to very little indeed. Similar with the jacks once the ace hit right. We were lucky to get our c-bets through on both. Great hands before the flop, but the flops were not kind to us. Big 3-bet from Wesney. Oh my goodness, massive shove from JBN Kalini. Wesney, were you 3-betting light? Probably not very light, because Artem was an early position raise. But is it strong enough to call a shove is a bigger question, and they decide no. Wow, we really are hitting some hands here, although we certainly don't want to be calling any shoves with this. Well, maybe Yolanda. Only Yolanda. We would be very, very happy to call Yolanda. If it falls around to Yolanda, and Yolanda shoves and we call, we're unbelievably delighted. To be honest, I think this is actually a 3-bet. I haven't been 3-betting on this table much, if at all. Calls us. Have they got the queen? Unless a 10 comes, it's not been very kind for us. Oh, okay. Could they possibly have had the queen without it being ace-queen? It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Was not expecting that ace to drop. And we've got it. Oh, I think we've bluffed the ace successfully there. Woo! Wow. I think we've bluffed the ace successfully. I think they liked the flop. I think they didn't like the turn. And that ace has brought it home for us. Wowzers, Penny. Either that or they were trying to float air. That's a big, brave float after a 3-bet. Trying to remember that I fold reggy suited kings too much. I think this is a borderline call. And Artem has never 3-bet. And he does now. Part of my decision was we literally haven't seen Artem do this once. It's the problem with making that call is that you're almost asking for it. It's a really, really strong play if someone calls a raise to then re-raise. Oh well, it's fine. It wasn't that much. I kind of don't want to be doing this, but I absolutely have to on the button. I absolutely have to raise ace-9 on the button here. I think I have to call. Well, that's crazy small. Okay. Well, this is why you should probably do this with ace 10 but not ace 9. Because Broadway is a thing. We're now drawing to a 10. Oh, as we dunk off 12,000 chips in 2 hands to Artem. Well done, Artem. My bad. My bad. We've still got a good stack, though. I just need to keep my head together. Do my best. Come on. And especially look out for Eliander going all in. Even though they are picking their spot. They are really waiting for the shove. Thanks, Sith Trooper. Thanks. Oh yeah, Zach. I remember getting banned on some, like, by some auto mod stuff on some things. Like, it has been an English word for, like, hundreds of years. Niggling injury is nothing new. But yeah, understandable it being misheard. Auto modding it is a bit weird. Okay, 6s in the hijack is certainly playable. I'd say that we definitely want Elander to shove. Come on, Elander. This is the one. No, never is. Never is the one. We're not getting very lucky with flops here, that's for sure. I do think the ace-9 maybe was a borderline fold. It was either a borderline call or a borderline fold, and I kind of wish I borderline folded it now. Well, I obviously wish with hindsight of the result, but what I mean is I do think that the ace-10 giving you Broadway options probably tips that over the edge as the calling point. Yeah, the 6s was a bit sad. Tombor could be about to go if Artem really likes what they've got. Puts them all in. Oh, wow. They did like what they got, but it's not good enough. It was completely slow played. 3 of a kind loses to a full house. Don't think they needed to slow play it. The kings were not going away. Alright, so 2 big matches going on right now. One in the football. Man City trying to win away to West Ham. To close the 10-point gap with 2 games in hand against Arsenal. And in the rugby, of course, France looking to beat England to win the Six Nations. Or can England give it to Ireland? The Essex accent doesn't help? Yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse. Oh, blinds go up. Twos. Sadly, under the gun. Oh, I tell you what, because Eliander's the big blind, maybe I like a raise there. But for the most part, twos under the gun is a fold. But yeah, this could be the time Eliander actually goes for it. It's not. They just let themselves get completely blinded to death. Oh, imagine if this falls round to Eliander and I've got a call with 3-2 now. Okay, looking less likely. Khalifaman is thinking they've got a free lunch here if Eliander goes all in. My favourite hand. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just see if there's a call. There is a call. Now, the last time Artem had a chance to 3-bet something like this, he did. But he doesn't this time, so he doesn't always do it. We pick up a runner on a flush draw and a 6 for the straight. It's a very, very dry flop. There is a chance that an 8 or a 4 could still be good here, honestly. Come on, 6B. That's not a 6. It's not even a diamond. It's looking less likely that hitting an 8 or a 4 would do it now. Calls with the queen, but they're outkicked. I was totally wrong about there being no queen. I just said there could be no queen. It was definitely theoretically possible. It did not happen on that occasion. I think we're going to have to shove and get lucky at some point. Oh, no! Oh, I pretty know. Yeah, Khalifaman just gets this. They definitely get to call. I couldn't really call that with what I had. My dreams of getting the small stack bounty up in smoke. 7s versus ace-10. I would have hit the king, and I would have been a complete donk for it. And I would have lost to the straight anyway. Poor, poor 7s. Rivered by a straight. Eliander's still the only person we got covered at the table, but they would utterly cripple us now if we went all in with them. Still nice that we got them covered, though, just in case it happens. It did get resolved quick, J Bazzy, yeah, that's true. A little bit light for middle position. Yeah, they got off to a good start, didn't they, J Bazza? Unfortunately, I've just got to the point where France have scored. But not over yet. Oh, okay. Right, we're not going to have much more time to get fruity in this one. Aha! And we're not getting fruity now. Oh, England! England have scored. Okay. Okay. Irish hopes rising. There's been an unbelievable amount of tries this Six Nations. It's been great entertainment, hasn't it? And some of the results have been so unpredictable. Okay. I guess for now, we carry on playing quote-unquote good poker, even if it means folding this. Okay, we get called by the big stack. Man, he loves going in with us. It's not exactly what you'd expect. I think we're committed to this one. I just donked right out of that, didn't I? Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm a bit unlucky the ace came on the river. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry about how that one's ended, ladies and gents. I tried my best for 2 hours. I look forward to reviewing that hand tomorrow. Right, I think that is the end of poker tonight. We'll obviously play more tomorrow. Might try and get a game of Euroball practice in. Right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was a cool couple of hours. It was educational. It was very challenging. I tried my best. And we'll come back and do it again tomorrow. Woo! Calls with the queen, but they're outkicked. I was totally wrong about there being no queen.